I see Arsenal fan with that grin on his face somehow. Yeah, guys, welcome back again. And defining match in the weekend, right? It almost felt like we had all the Arsenal spectators watching the game with aplomb. And I mean, is it going to be April for Arsenal and April for away Manchester? Only time will tell. So, very, very unlikely to start talking about United versus Arsenal game from a Arsenal, eye view or whatever you can call it. I want to start with Avay Maheshwari for that same reason as to how the Arsenal fan saw and followed this game, and what did he make of that? What was going on? Were you edge of the street stuff? Of course, we've all watched it, but what? Give us some insights, man. How an Arsenal fan looked at it.
Frankly speaking, I expected nothing from it. Right, I've seen how United play, the number of shots they taken, and I was like, "Hi."
Yeah, man. Shots taken again.
ये लोग गोल डिफरेंस मत बढ़ाओ। मेरे को यही था कि गोल डिफरेंस मत बढ़ाओ, हम लोग बहुत मेहनत से पहुंचे, प्लीज डोंट मेस इट अप। and then again, but deep down I was just feeling at United at Old Trafford when Liverpool play, it's always game on, right?
Correct.
It's always been, irrespective of where both the teams are in the table or how their form is, it's always game on.
Yep.
And to be fair, City fans must be also watching. Oh wait, there are none.
I don't think so. Fans hai kya? They can't fill their own stadium.
Maybe this was the time when City fans wanted United to win.
Bro, yeah.
Old United fan who have defected to City maybe came back this time to become the fans again.
Defected to City, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's true. And to me, it was a basketball game, bro. Like, I'm just like, kya hai bhai? Kya chal kya raha hai? End-to-end stuff.
Correct.
Obviously great for the neutral, as people were cribbing about the Arsenal and City fan. This was great for the neutral. I was just like, kuch na kuch to ho rahi hai.
Nahi, that's the tactic, right? Currently, Ten Hag has been asked by Ineos ki humko entertain karo. So that's what we are doing against every team. We are entertaining. Ten Hag has guaranteed that with Ineos, and he's living by that, man.
Bro, I think a lot of you people are going to be heart patients pretty soon if this is what you're going to watch every time.
Nahi, right? We are over that.
But
we are over that phase.
I don't get it, because United have this ability to suck you into a game,
yep,
and make it a basketball game, and then be like, we have got better ball strikers, so you're fucked. That's basically what happens, right? Yeah. I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my god, even we are going to face them. Kya? Yahi karenge kya? And I swear to God, I don't know how Joga is smiling. If I would have been part of that game, I would have been fuming my ass off. हमने सब कुछ किया, ये लोग
about that Joga.
This is a smile of frustration, you can say that.
My God, I wish I could do that, man.
No, I told you, Joga, right? I mean, I do not see how Liverpool cannot come out of a win in this particular fixture, because you had a good sample size that you had faced us at Anfield. You had, United exhibited a tactic where you called, our players as non-footballers, and then you got beat at Old Trafford by not maybe playing so well in that FA Cup match, and you got beat and you exited the FA Cup. You had two different types of. Do you think Klopp got confused in this fixture, or did he? I mean, do you think Klopp is out of ideas a little bit? I know the finishing was pure, but what did you actually make of it? You had a good sample space to actually prepare, and you had no injuries. I mean, apart from Trent Alexander-Arnold, you had a set team that has been winning. You have Salah.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I mean, why the same problem going into a title race and not being able to beat United at their absolute lowest? Yeah,
that is so first of all, I mean, no matter when you go to United, it's not going to be a game where United will just like turn around and be like, okay, just shoot some goals and go back home. That's not going to happen. They're going to fight for it, unless you make it a game where they just don't have the motivation to fight for it,
or unless you're AFC Bournemouth. Then they look down, lay down
then
for you.
then they'll fight. Then they'll fight. But you have to, with United, you have to make them believe that they cannot win. Once they cannot, once their player believe that they cannot win, then they'll lose all the motivation to run around and all that. You give them a chance to come back, and you're going to face. See, United has quality. Okay, anybody is stupid to not see the quality that they have. They just they just play on vibes. They do not really have tactics. That's what my assessment is for United.
मतलब
But
मेरा कोई डिफेंस ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. Don't have a
but
defense.
the problem with us is that this has been happening. Like, we have won a lot of matches where we have let go of momentum, where we have been behind, but then we have the quality to create the chances and then finish them, and that's why we are where we are currently. But the problem is still there, which is that we let go of momentum. Now we
Okay.
let go of momentum either by being complacent, which has happened in the last match, where we got complacent, where we created a lot of chances in first half. We in the second half we were creating a little bit chances, but we got complacent with the ball and all that stuff. And then we gave United that one crucial goal where they just they came back. And when the other team has momentum, our defense is not the best this year. For some reason, I mean, I know what the reason was, that Konate did not play and Quansha played, because against Sheffield, Konate had that really bad foul on him, and I'm pretty sure he felt it in his knees, even if it's not very major. So
Okay.
Klopp wanted to avoid any
Major,
further injury,
yeah.
I think, in a
Okay.
very, really tense match. And Quansha has proved by now that he can play in that position. So, and he was doing fine, bar that one mistake, which is like the rookie mistake, but he's also a rookie, so who can say anything about that?
I
But
can say
see,
that.
yeah,
We'll come to
like,
that.
yeah, yeah. So, but in the end, I feel like that the problem with us is that we have this really good stretch of time where we have all the control, where we create all like beautiful chances, and then we have this ball to our finishes where our finishers are just not finishing. And I had this complaint before when Salah was not there, and I thought, okay, fine, the clinical like the clinicalness of Salah is not there. But now that's not an excuse. And
But
uh,
I think I want to interject because
yeah,
I want to take you back a little bit on the history, right?
Mhm.
And uh, maybe
What history?
question for
1970s?
नहीं नहीं
No,
वहां मत
no,
जा
we're
वहां
not
पे
going
नहीं
there.
maybe
Okay,
recent
okay.
history.
Yes, please
yeah
carry on. Yeah, okay.
history in the sense at least
Uh-huh.
in the Klopp era
Uh-huh.
historically if you look at the stats Klopp has just 33% win percentage against United in his entire tenure. I
Mhm,
mean
mhm,
home away in any competition. Okay,
mhm.
so why is that? I mean, has it because ever since Klopp has been there, we all know where United were at. United in the entire tenure under when Klopp was there at Liverpool were underperforming. We all agree on that. We never challenged for the title properly, and yet Klopp has had a very bad record at United. I mean, I don't believe it was because they were a Premier League winner. They pushed City a couple of times. They are Champions League winner in that period. And to come back to United when they face United, why were you unable to crack them open as you should have? You know, why do you think Manish that is? I mean, Klopp had that problem facing United.
He's just going to say because we are united. I'm just waiting for it now.
I don't know like what happened in this time with Klopp because as you said they had this match 3 weeks ago at Old Trafford, similar kind of scenario and same in more or less the same thing repeated. Like I don't know what is it like. Klopp was really angry when they considered this goal. Like, oh, you can see you could have closed them out and all that. I don't think it has something to do with history or something. But yeah, this title race is getting tighter. So maybe because of that, Liverpool thought, okay, Liverpool didn't come to draw the match. They surely came
Yeah,
to
100%.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think these kind of matches happen. You cannot say anything because this is a big derby, biggest derbies of Premier League, one of them. So it could have been Liverpool's night. It could have been United's night as well. If had we like defended well, it could have been a victory. And this has
No,
happened a
if
lot of
not for
times. This
VAR.
has happened with Pep as well. Ah, yeah, if not for VAR, and it was a very quick check. Like VAR is already planned. Klopp को अच्छा farewell देना है, खत्म. VAR check
Hi,
complete.
hey.
2 seconds में. मतलब यार थोड़ा 5
Like
सेकंड
the
तो ले लेते, 10
shamelessness
सेकंड
of
तो ले लेते.
saying that VAR thinks like
No,
PGML wants
no,
us to win. That is
no.
I think the most weird thing that anybody can say,
No,
man.
see,
No,
that was. See, I understand that was a tackle in the box, and if you tackle in the box, you have to give it a penalty. No matter how less of contact you have, or you make no contact or something, it is a foul. It was given. But the thing is, like, तुरंत check ही नहीं किया, तुरंत दे दिया. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, these kind of matches happen. Even Pep,
मतलब you
when
were
he was.
waiting for that one opportunity to just find a reason कि भाई ये questionable area है. Let me give a favorable decision to the team that is losing. You cannot, I mean, Joga, you can smile all you want, but you look at that video and you tell me if that happens to you, you will not be furious. So,
Okay, see,
I mean,
I will. I can. First of all, you guys are talking a lot about the penalty, and I saw it's about the penalty, right? I
yep,
saw the video. Van Bissaka, right?
yeah, one
Completely,
percent.
completely
Yeah,
misses
Van
Harvey
Bissaka.
Elliott, and Harvey Elliott's trailing foot hits Van Bissaka's foot.
Correct.
That is foul any day. I
He
mean,
no, he
that's
is
going to be.
already falling, and when he already is, I
Dude,
mean, you can look
he's
at it,
going
but
he's going with the ball. The way he's moving, it looks, you can say, it looks like he's falling, but he's moving like that with the ball, with lower center of gravity, whatever you want to say. He's a smaller guy. I mean, I did not see anything wrong with that.
no,
Maybe if
I
that
mean, he
happens, it just
made
has to be
use
more
of that
critical. Yeah.
brilliantly, of course. So,
See, if you're tackling in the
Also,
box in
it's
that
a smaller,
position,
by the way, it's a smaller review,
you're
I think,
giving the
because um uh,
because it's club status.
no, it's because penalty was already given, na man. So there is no concrete reason for him to
Okay,
clear and
disregard it.
obvious, clear and
Yeah,
obvious.
clear
yeah.
and obvious.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah, I mean, what about that Bruno goal, man? I mean,
came out of fucking
what,
nothing, man.
what came,
Seriously.
but what a first shot to have, at the end of the day.
oh
That was
yeah,
the first shot on target as
just
Yeah,
well.
if you are going to
just after.
hit at goal,
You know how I got that? I'm watching the match comfortably, like, and everything is happening. I see my phone, and he's like, and Rajesh like, "Fuck yeah, we scored." I'm like, "What? Where is it? Where is it happening?"
Yeah. My
Most of the
happiness lasted for that few seconds only.
most of them in the stadium also didn't expect that. Okay, they were saying, okay, Liverpool has the position. Oh, okay, passing here and there. Oh, goal!
Yeah,
So it was just that kind of a thing. Everybody just stood up. Oh, it's a goal. Like, see, it was a very difficult skill to do. Like, the ball is
Hmm.
coming towards you from the left hand side, and to hit a
And to
shot
hit
of
it
that
first
kind,
time.
it's really
And to
good.
He
hit it
hit it
first
Yeah, hit
time.
it
first
first
time.
time. Yeah,
Hit it
That
first
was
time.
good.
first time. Really nice goal. Yeah,
It
and
is
then
really
more
nice
or
goal.
less,
Got to
more often
appreciate
than
it.
not.
Correct.
I would want to see this kind of goal because nowadays with this ball playing goalkeepers playing out from the back, every time the goalkeeper is almost where the center defensive midfielder is.
मतलब वो
Like,
you're
uh,
saying कि गोलकीपर की औकात बताना कि तुम्हारा रीजन क्या है, बहुत
yes,
बाहर खेल रहे हो, right?
nowadays this goalkeeper is like football has become basketball. You have to pass it to him, he'll pass it
You
here and there.
literally employ Onana. You literally
Yeah,
employ
that's what I'm
Onana.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's
the
saying
guys who employ
Onana
Onana,
has
who does exactly the same
Onana
thing.
has considered this goal. Onana has considered this kind of goal. He has considered. If you
with
see, it was a
United he has
preseason game.
scored. With United he has
Ah,
considered, bro.
with preseason, na, I remember. So
Yeah,
I want to see this kind of goals. I want to see attacking teams take this option. You are so good at taking shots. You do that crossbar challenge every day in the training.
I
Why don't
agree
you shoot
actually.
from halfway line?
Hmm.
You know the opposition keeper is going to be really ahead where your center backs have to be. When you get the ball, shoot. Like 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't say this because goalkeeper would be in the league. But now, since you have ball playing center backs playing out from the back, ये
Hmm.
ना
No,
वो
if that's
वो
not
वाला
a goal,
करो
no,
मारो
bro.
बेंच.
Hmm.
Pep is going to cut your balls off if that's not a goal. Because उसके दिमाग में कैसा है ना, मैं तुमको बोला था यही इंट्रिकेट पास करने का, तुमने शूट क्यों किया? भाई वो जान ले लेगा, पता है
I
तेरे को?
remember that
यहाँ
कंपनी
पे
वाला गोल भाई, वो
Oh yes.
कंपनी ने अगर गोल नहीं मारा होता ना अंदर, वो कंपनी गाली खा रहा था उस दिन.
गाली खा रहा
Yes.
होता 100%. पेप ऐसा ही है. वो you guys may have seen, right? Henri once said he shifted over to the other wing thinking that he will
He got
contribute
some.
because he wasn't having any joy on that wing, right? He
Hmm.
just shifted from this to this. Pep bola out. He had just scored a goal doing that, man. मैं तो गलत बोल दिया भाई. तू अगर दूर से शूट करके गोल मार दिया, unless and until it is a title winning effort or something, तुम बाहर हो.
तुम
हाँ
बाहर हो
तो
सकते
यार
तुम बाहर हो. ठीक है.
नहीं
तो
पता है what probably frustrated me इस वाले में ना, as I was talking about momentum वाली चीज ना, the thing that is different this year with Liverpool is that when we lose momentum, first of all, so everybody is saying okay, you had created a lot of chances, you did not अपना क्या तो बोलते हैं take advantage of it, fine, but that is just 30 minute वाला time. ठीक है, the whole game is 90 minutes. You cannot let a team come back. हमारे पास almost 30-40 minutes थे जीतने के लिए वापस फिर से, जब यूनाइटेड बेसिकली स्कोर्ड ब्रूनो वाला गोल. आफ्टर दैट we had quite a lot of time. What I don't like is that
Correct.
for a really good time we just couldn't get that control back. Why? We were better, superior team overall is what I feel. Why couldn't we get that control back? Why we so rattled? And that's
And
what
that
the
was my
difference is,
question to
पता
you
है?
actually. You didn't learn from your mistakes in that FA Cup game. You know that if United's crowd at Old Trafford get one glimmer of hope, right? One chance for them to celebrate. And that happened with the Bruno goal, right? If you give them that chance, the crowd will egg you on, of course. And that's what happened. And we were
Yeah,
playing well for that 15-20 minute period. You know, tackles flying in, we are covering spaces जैसे कि आत्मा आ गई हो. हमको लग
exactly.
रहा है कि भाई हम ऐसा कैसे खेल रहे हैं, ये तो हमारा हमारा सो कॉल्ड टैक्टिक नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट एनाक. वी लेफ्ट, मतलब बिटवीन द लाइंस स्पेस थोड़ा ज्यादा दिखना चाहिए, हमको कम दिख रहा था. तो हमको प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी भाई मेरे को. बट या आई मीन
That is actually is my biggest complaint this year, I guess. Like it looks like that we tend to come back, and because we have a better quality than most of our teams, so we make substitutions, we control the game better. But this in
करेक्ट.
this match also the substitutions did not change too much. And Klopp, I mean, you can probably say he was a little bit out of ideas maybe, but I don't blame him completely, because the players have to perform at one point. A lot of players underperformed, like Salah underperformed. Diaz, even if he scored goals, he still did not perform that well. Curtis
Correct.
Jones, he is really good at controlling the game, but he got overwhelmed by that whole atmosphere, I think. And he started doing his old stuff where he just keeps the ball for way too long. Only Harvey Elliott is the guy, who just comes off consistently as a substitute and performs at the highest level. And when this happens with multiple people, you don't have the control. And if you don't have the control, then we are not really good defensively this year. And that
Correct.
shows
And
actually.
I want to ask
No,
Maheshwari,
I,
do you?
I have a question. Wait. I have a
Yeah,
question.
Mhm.
yeah.
He talks about all these forwards and he never talks about Nunes. What did Nunes do, man? Tell me. He's just like,
Oh
उसको तो
man,
ठीक ऐसे expect करता है कि भाई इससे तो expectation ही ये नहीं है कि वो
मैं भूल गया था कि वो
No,
खेल भी
you
रहा
are
था.
right. You are right, actually. I am heavily disappointed at that chance that he had when Diaz actually squared the ball to him.
Yeah.
Just fucking shoot one. I don't know. Why didn't you shoot? I have no idea. Like, that is heavily disappointing.
But
And
do you think
I'm just trying
Liverpool
to
only
figure
win
out.
if they concede one? Why don't you start conceding in these kind of games? You know, whenever Liverpool concede early, right? They go on to
yeah.
win the game. So since you scored
No,
first, you lost.
but I think Liverpool
First of
have
all, we
been,
drew. Why did you? It feels like a loss, but we still drew, man. We got a
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
yeah, you
why
got
am
a
I feeling
point.
like a win? Because we
Yeah.
didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's just that Liverpool have won the most points out of losing positions
Hmm.
this season.
Correct,
So I
exactly.
guess they are just like ये हो जाएगा, हो
It
जाएगा.
is like that, yes.
But it will come to bite. Like it did come to bite. And I mean the amount of chances that you created with the forward line you had to bury some at least.
True.
And I understand people
I'm
saying
mostly disappointed with Salah, by the way.
yeah, and that Kwanzaa kid though, like I'm an Arsenal fan, but when I look at him, I've seen him play for quite a few games and he's been brilliant.
Yeah.
और वो जिस मैच में गलती भी किया, at the time he did, there was enough time to make up for it.
There was. Yes.
Secondly, you had chances to make up for it, right?
But I get
Yeah.
this feeling that Salah eventually, if he continues at Liverpool, he's going to play more centrally and they're going to go and buy a right winger.
Why he's going Saudi? We
हाँ
can have
मुझे भी लग रहा है.
Might be. I mean,
I'll
Salah.
be
See, he can have this excuse. He can have this excuse of him fasting and that affecting his performances. But in the end, I mean, you don't play. Yeah, if he cannot
Yeah,
perform the
not
best
play.
of play.
There are a lot of Muslim, players around the world. They do the fast and
I know, I
everything
know.
within that realm, and then they perform.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
Ahmad scored the winner by fasting. So yeah,
Dude, there are
there's no
three
excuses there.
chances, three really good chances went to Salah. That from his standard, he should have had shot on goal at least. What I'm
Yeah.
pissed off at is
Correct.
that in two
Agreed.
of them, he did not even have a shot on goal. That's what I'm pissed off at.
No,
Yeah,
that's not how it happened.
Yeah.
man, with how United are, game 90 मिनट का होता है, but we want अपना 15-20 मिनट का thunder somewhere in the game.
Yeah.
ठीक है, हम ऐसे ही चल रहे हैं. मतलब हम अगर देख लेता है ना कि रैशफोर्ड भाग लिया, हमको उसी में खुशी मिल जाती है. हमको लगता है कि भाई भाई 1 मिनट के लिए रैशफोर्ड भागा वे, देखो वे, इसका क्लिप निकालो
तो
और इंटरनेट में जाओ और ये एजेंडा को खत्म करो, क्योंकि ये एकेडमी प्लेयर है वो. बिकॉज यू नो द फेटिश विद एकेडमी प्लेयर्स, राइट? वी टेक आवर ओन टाइम to
He is going.
blame a player.
let me give you even more happiness then.
Really?
What about that minor goal, man? What was that?
I
Came out
was
of
saving it for the
absolutely nothing.
last, man.
I'm telling you this thing,
Amazing.
but, he turned and when he like I thought that he was going to take a shot and I thought it was a goal. I did not even think it's going to go out. That's how sweetly he struck it.
Yeah.
It just
What a
it was
goal.
I just
It
had to
reminded me
clap,
of,
man. That
like,
was fantastic.
It reminded me of Federico Makeda, like
Yeah.
a lot
Yes,
of
yes,
years
yes.
ago in 2008 season.
That
I think,
won us the
2008,
title.
वो
The
भी
only
तो
difference is
yeah.
that
like
won us the
था ना?
title.
Yeah, that was the title. And he was 17 years old. This guy was 18 years old yesterday. He's soon
Yeah.
turning 19. And yeah, United also had that centre back who had a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
match. He was
Yeah, he did
he
good.
was running like hell, man. He beat Darwin Nunes once, like when he
Yes.
missed one ball.
I remember.
So like
By
youngsters are
the
really nice.
left
And
line,
Mino,
left line. Yeah.
Mino super well. Mino, like every time, anything we say is really less. Like he's got into England's team, and yeah, such maturity. And yeah, जब भी वो मारता है गोल ही होता है यार. Like he scored that goal against Aston Villa, right, Rajesh? That
Yeah,
goal and this one, beautiful goal,
correct.
yeah, beautiful, amazing goal.
And
I
in
wish
that case,
he,
that was the winner, actually. Against
yes,
Villa, that was the winner.
Would have
But
been a winner also
would
if
have
we did
been
not, if we,
if not
we,
for
If
that
Javi
Klopp
Elliott didn't
fetish.
die.
if we
Yeah.
had enough, if we did not have enough time to come back, basically.
if it would have been Klopp's farewell season, we could have won that.
Yeah. Sure.
That is
Sure.
actually.
Sure.
100%. But
Might as well let us win the title, no? Like if you're going to go with this narrative, actually if we win the title, no, go with the narrative. I don't even care.
but
So red
what I'm
carpet is
afraid of
something.
as a fan, and as a fan of the player and also United, and I also have to mention that I'm kind of worried that he's going to be a
This is like
victim
mud
of
ball.
fatigue. He's going to be a victim of fatigue, man,
Arey,
because he's
People
played a
at
lot.
United have more brains than us. Like I know they
Uh,
have
Yeah, man.
less than others, but
No,
yeah,
they have less
but they
brains.
do
Okay,
have more
that is
than
the
us.
problem.
No,
The
I
medical
said they have
department.
less brains than others, but surely more than us. Like
No.
they
No,
know.
I don't think
maybe
so.
you watched a different game, but but
I
Mainu,
know
the amount of
left
running
back
that he has.
में
रुक जा भाई, बोलने तो दे. The whole point is that in all seriousness, every time start of the season when he was first deployed, right? He had an injury, then he came back, and he has been playing ever since. Now, the amount of running that he's a box to box midfielder. The amount of running he did earlier, I can clearly see a drop. He's tired. He is absolutely tired. His legs are gone. And for a 18-year-old, Ten Hag is trying to save his job, save his face, etc., etc. He's overusing him when he clearly has Ericsson at his disposal, where Ericsson and Bruno can actually play together. And because I know we've discussed everything, but this also is a very important point that I have to point out with Ten Hag. Forget about the structure and all. We can keep crying about it. He's not going to change, but at least pick the right players. The guy is injured. The boy is injured. He's not even a man yet. So, I mean, yeah, that's about it.
अरे फटी
You
पड़ी
guys
है
don't
वो
play
जो
midweek,
बंदा
right?
खेलेगा उसको खिलाएगा ना.
You guys don't play midweek, right? As far as I understand.
Yeah, you don't
If
play
you
midweek.
We
if
don't
you're
play.
not playing
No,
midweek,
but
I
we
feel like
had played midweek, right? We played
Yeah,
midweek
once or
against
twice
Chelsea.
probably, that's a different thing.
No,
Like
no,
if you deploy Ericsson, right? I feel
correct.
like you lose the intensity. But like Bruno runs, but Bruno runs like
it's
headless chicken.
yeah, like when you put that midfield into play, now that I think of it, Bruno, Ericsson and Casemiro. I'm like,
Yeah,
भाई वैसे ही इतना जो है between the line space है
exactly.
ये तीन खेलेंगे तो कितना space होगा? I mean, for the first time, I feel like irrespective of how good or bad Scott McTominay is, he covers a lot of ground, bro. Lot of ground. No, no.
Bro, that guy can't run. Okay. And when they had a double pivot of Fred and McTominay, Fred used to cover a lot of space, not
Do you miss
McTominay.
Fred?
Huh?
Do you miss Fred?
No, I
Do
don't
you
miss
miss
Fred.
Fred?
100% I don't miss Fred. No, I'm saying that maybe you had a perception that he used to cover a lot of space under Ole,
Yeah.
but he was never the one that actually covered space. It was a double pivot where Fred actually covered a lot of space, and McTominay was the one who actually was. Have you seen him run, man? Let's not explain Fred. Bhai, Ghoda in ultra slow motion. That's how.
I actually believe McTominay would have been a great striker in some other world, right? This is
Yeah,
what I believe.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But I also had this question. Do you think now that Mount is getting fitter and fitter,
Correct.
will that help United massively? Because he can
I
cover
kind of
both
get the
those.
feeling that Ten Hag is actually saving up on a lot of resources with all the injuries that he's had and him unable to trust the medical
For what?
department. He's saving up these players for the FA Cup games, the couple of games that we may have, right? Because there is nothing left to get out of this particular. We can continue to play the way we are, and we will end up being sixth only. We are not going to advance to any other position. That is for sure. Yeah. So about that, I mean, the game ended in a stalemate, which Liverpool could have won. And Arsenal fan, we gave kind of a 2 point, not a 2 point advantage, but we took 2 points off of Liverpool. So the ball is in your court to win all your games and go and
Yeah,
fucking win
simple,
the
right?
title. Yeah,
Yeah, simple, I guess, now for Arsenal. Just win all the
simple.
matches
Yeah.
and you win.
Yeah,
Simple.
Yeah.
so simple. All I have to do is go to Old Trafford, win.
Don't start that
Oh,
trend. Yeah.
है
You
ना?
come to
Hey,
Old
Klopp
Trafford,
has
he'll
said,
give you the
man.
Klopp
title.
has already
He'll give you
said.
the title.
Klopp
Yeah.
has already said that if
That's mind
United
game.
plays the same
That's
way,
mind games. That's
then
mind
Arsenal
games.
wins, right?
That's
Bhai,
mind
ye-
games,
bhai,
bro.
And I
wanted
believe,
to
I
talk
believe that,
I
by the
will
way.
tell
I
you,
believe
I'll
that.
tell you, if United plays the same, Liverpool will not win. I will say.